Hours into the partial government shutdown, President Trump convened a lunch at the White House. His guests included some of Congress's immigration hawks and his staunchest supporters, including staunch supporters of the wall, among them Florida Congressman, House Freedom Caucus member Matt Gaetz. I heard you laugh a little bit. Did I somehow mischaracterize you there?
No, not at all. Look, we believe in border security, and it was great to be with the president to go over what we were fighting about with the Democrats and who we're fighting for. You've heard a common Democrat refrain criticism that not all of the funds that had been given to the administration have been spent yet. Well, one of the reasons that's the case is because Senate Democrats continue to put more and more restrictions on the use of those funds.
You were with the president. Earlier in the week, he seemed willing to insert adjective, cave, compromise, whatever it was, but a clean CR was coming. And somehow he then reversed course. Are you confident now he's not going to reverse course again, that he is willing to endure the political hardships here to get that $5 billion?
Absolutely.
What did he tell you at the lunch that convinces you of that?
He was resolute. He was resolute that...
Give me quotes. What did he say?
Well, I'm not going to give you a readout of the exact words from the president, but I'll tell you that his attitude was one of maintaining a commitment to border security. And frankly, when you look at the drugs... That's kind of like a platitude, though,
no,
Congressman.
I mean, give me something he said.
Platitude, we're shut down. Look, we've shut down elements of the government because he's this serious
but
about it.
Did he say, I promise you, I am not going to sign a CR that doesn't have $5 billion for the wall?
He said he would not sign a bad deal. He deeply regrets having signed, I think, a very bad spending cap deal before, and I think that he's informed by that regret as he's making these decisions now, and he is not going to give in without funding for border security.
Funding for border security is different than funding for the wall.
Border security has to include a physical barrier.
But is that the key here, this semantic between Chuck Schumer saying you have to give up the wall, but border security is okay?
No. We have to have a physical barrier. One of the challenges is that Democrats continue to try to constrain the ways that the administration could execute that physical barrier with the use of fencing, walling, drones, other forms of technology that in pilot programs are working to seize cartel members and others who are trying to bring special interest aliens into the country.
I don't need to tell you that the power in the House shifts on January 3rd. One of the outgoing Republican members, Congressman Costello, had this tweet. If and when the government shuts down, there's no pressure on Dems. Then Dems control the House on January 3rd. Then Dems have more leverage. The notion that a shutdown creates more pressure on Dems is toddler logic. Why is he wrong?
He's wrong because as we roll deeper into the shutdown, I think that the Democrats will experience more pain than the Republicans. Look, you know,
what pain have Democrats already experienced?
You had Anthony Brown on this show just a few minutes ago.
He didn't seem in pain.
His constituents in Maryland will be if this government shutdown lasts a lot longer. You know, the Republicans largely represent districts where military and veteran issues drive the pain of a shutdown. Okay. Those things are funded. And so I think that, like, look, leverage is all about the amount of pain you're willing to inflict and the amount of pain you're willing to withstand. And my assessment from being with the president yesterday is he is in this for the long haul, and he is not going to sign a bad deal that does not include border security with a physical barrier.
All right. So follow that logic out. It seems the number the president wants, you all want, is $5 billion. General consensus is that builds about 215 miles of the wall. If this is so important, if this is such a threat to national security, the government shut down, you guys think you have the leverage. Why not hold out for $25 billion?
Well, look, we'll take all the wall funding we
I know
can
you'll
get.
take it, but why not demand it?
Well, look, actually, when we were with the president yesterday, he was discussing different design concepts and different alternatives that would lower the cost of the wall. And so I don't think that you necessarily need $25 billion. The president did not seem to think yesterday that all $25 billion would be necessary to get the job done.
You're going to need more than $5 billion.
Yeah, sure. Well, no, we're not going to stop fighting.
But why not hold out for more than $5 billion?
Well, look, I am trying to get as much as we can possibly get. We do have to get Senate Democrats to vote for it, which is why we're making the argument about the impact to families, the impact on drugs coming across our border, and the impact on wages.
But if this is an issue of principle and of national security, as you're outlining, and the government is shut down, and you think you have more leverage, why not try to get it all right now?
Well, look, we're going to try to get as much as we can. I mean, my assessment is that $5 billion is the right number. On Fox News Sunday, Mick Mulvaney said that we have made an offer to the Senate Democrats that is something less than $5 billion.
Are you okay with that?
Well, look, I want all $5 billion, but if you have to compromise.
This brings up an important point. Mick Mulvaney tossed out a number, as you pointed out, less than $5 billion. House Freedom Caucus okay with that? Would you guys go along?
I think that
with less than $5 billion?
It depends on how that money is restricted.
Okay.
If that money has max flexibility for the administration to strategically secure our border, I think that there probably is a number less that doesn't start with a 5 that we could be okay with, but we've got to see Senate Democrats come up from 1.3. 1.3 is not the answer. 1.6 is not the answer. I think that Senate Democrats need to come to a crooked number, two or higher, number. And then I think that would be good faith negotiation to get us in a better posture going into 2019.
All right. Congressman, good to see you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.